been in the service for almost 17 and a half years. The first 4 years active duty, stationed out of Hawaii. And then I took a break in service, then decided I missed it, so I joined the reserves, and I've been in the reserves ever since.
So you grew up as a farm girl?
Yes,
in a small town.
Mm-hmm. We have a machine repair shop, which is a part of the ag business, which is kind of diversified. And in mid-'80s, we started building grain bins and buildings, and that part's really taken off. When it came down to it, I was commissioned as an engineer officer, and I was going to spend 4 years in Hawaii. So I went as a vertical construction platoon leader. Initially, we did a lot of base renovations because there was nothing. I mean, we're coming in to a country where there's nothing. We lived mostly with mortars and rockets. Like, we got bombed so much. Like, so much. It was just terrible. For that deployment, probably the hardest thing for me coming back to was transitioning into a reality where the sky wasn't going to kill me. I remember being like overwhelmed by the sky, like this blue sky. I was like, oh my God, it was just the weirdest feeling. Well, I redeployed and I separated from the Army. So I moved back from Hawaii, and I came back and I worked in the family business. Every time I get deployed, I come home. I ended up like staying at the farm for a couple of months, and then I go off and do my own thing. It's just nice to be back around family. I mean, it's a way to catch up. And after you've been gone with limited communication for so long, it's nice to just have that. What drives me? Because it is something I do passionately like to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But then there's also what I've seen of others not having and what we can do for them. And it's helping others. It's always fun to come home. You get excited because, it's a double-edged sword, actually. It's exciting because you're not going to be overseas for a little while. Mm-hmm. You get 2 weeks. And you get to catch up with your family and just decompress for a little while and just not have to do anything. But at the same time, it's also a reminder that their lives have continued and yours has been kind of on pause for a little while. Even though you're doing something every single day, when you're deployed, your life is essentially on pause. Growing up here, you have that whole mentality of, graduate here, date here, married by this, kids by this, XYZ. But I've completely busted that ceiling. But that yardstick never left. And some of them are silly. It's like a Mary Poppins measure stick. They make no sense. There's really no reality to how you should feel or why you're measuring yourself that way. So you just have to figure out what your next step is going to be for you and what's going to be the best move for you. Sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the story you're actually living.